Hey, everybody, John Granato and Lance Zierlein from the bench. We're on mornings on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. That means press subscribe. That's what Lance is doing with his two fingers. You only need one finger to press subscribe, Lance.
Look, this is my like and this is my subscribe. No.
Okay.
This is
like
my subscribe and this is my like.
Jeremy Fowler was on SportsCenter this weekend and said Deshaun Watson's trade value has cratered. And we've seen fans crush the Texans for not moving Deshaun fast enough. But if Busby's Instagram post was published on March 16th, one day before the new league year, did Houston ever really have a legitimate chance to get a haul for Deshaun?
Well, not in that case. If it was one day before the league year, no. Because the league year means it gives just enough time for a team to say, nope, we didn't know about this. But if it was only one case, I'm gonna say yes. Here's why. Remember, it started with one case. One case. I think a team would have faded. They would have said, Deshaun, we're getting ready to make the trade. What's this about? And David Mulligetta would have said, it's nothing. It's a money grab. I promise you it's nothing. Let's get Deshaun out of here. I promise you it's nothing. I actually think at that particular time, one case, and with David Mulligetta and his side, that's Deshaun's agent, thinking it was nothing more than a money grab type thing, they might have sold another team on that. And yeah, it actually might have still gone through the first day of league. It definitely would have leaked that trade was going to get done, and I think it might have snuck through even with one extra day.
Boy, I wonder if you wouldn't have recourse from the league if you're that team that traded for him, because you would say
1, 2, 3, no backs. That's all you have to say, John. Yeah. If you say 1, 2, 3, no backs,
1, 2, 3, no takebacks doesn't count in the NFL, Lance.
Are you sure that's not in the new CBA?
Listen. Here's the deal: is the team probably could have gone to the league office and said, "Wow, this is like an injury that we didn't know about. Now we do the medicals on him, and we find out, no, we ain't doing this. Now we find the legals on him, and we say, no, we can't do this trade. This was all while he was a Houston Texan. He injured himself irreparably." He has done, so we cannot take this guy.
I don't know that there's recourse for that. It would be interesting because one is it's covered. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if it's covered in league rules, because yes, if you fail a physical, that obviously can have an impact. But this isn't a failed physical. It is a known, and at this time, remember, John, it would be a known issue. So a team would actually be on the hook because they would know about the issue. And if they take him on knowing that a case is being filed against him, or at least there's a complaint that's being made, I should say, if they knowingly take it on, that's their business. If you didn't know anything about it, maybe so. I mean, it's neither here nor there, but it is an interesting topic. Of course, John, you understand that the Texans had made that move in advance and still knew nothing about Deshaun stuff at all, had no prior knowledge, even if they didn't, or maybe they did, whatever. Can you imagine the uproar of the Houston Texans are the ones who they're besmirching his reputation. They're planting all this stuff after they trade him. That's what the national narrative would have been. The Texans are responsible for this.
Well, I think if the other team said, oh, you guys knew about all of this and you didn't tell us, you didn't disclose this, now that might have been a reason that they could renege on the trade.
And that might have happened. That could have been the big problem.
Yeah. Peter King's reporting that the Panthers could still be interested in Deshaun. I don't know. Maybe, listen, they got to find out about Sam Darnold first. Maybe you can do it. I don't think that they would trade for Deshaun now, especially with all this stuff hanging over him. But I could certainly see 1 year, if Sam Darnold doesn't turn it around with Joe Brady, if he does not turn his life around, I could see next offseason the Texans trading him to the Carolina Panthers and actually getting a nice haul for him too.
I could see that too. I think this gives now they have to make a decision on his 5th year. So that's going to be pretty tricky from a financial standpoint. Maybe you could still try to move Sam Darnold and his contract for a 5th round pick after that if you went after Deshaun. But you are going to have to make a decision on his 5th year. I would assume they're going to say yes because you have to do it before I think the fourth year starts, obviously. So once you say yes, you're on the hook for this year and next year. But you could still move a Sam Darnold. I tend to agree with you. I think they find out if Sam Darnold can play, and if they don't think he fits, that's when they could rekindle the Deshaun Watson stuff, provided everything is, taken care of and is at least known that Deshaun's penalty and what it's going to look like for Deshaun Watson is a known entity. Once that happens, I do think that if it's not Carolina, another team is going to be interested for sure.
Yeah, I think this will all be over. They're gonna settle, and this is all going to be behind Deshaun. There's still going to be some penalties from the NFL, but next offseason, the Texans are going to get some real value for Deshaun Watson because this is all going to be behind us. Hopefully.